Alrighty. Hello again, this is Rice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey to haul some cargo for the current community goal, just in case his participation is required for some sort of final award later on, like, you know, additional capabilities for carriers and such. So, yeah, we'll be contributing. Hello, James. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
We already got James in the house.
Hello, James.
Hello, James.
Oops, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to connect to session. Yes.
Out of the way.
Hey, James, you confused as we are?
What's up?
We got another CG. And it's got like 11 days and so many hours to finish it.
With absolutely no specification on it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who knows what's going on here. Okay, 5 messages. Oh, boy. Colonia Bridge FSD Award from Alcor. Oh, okay. And 5 weeks of carrier upkeep. I suppose I better find out how my carrier's doing. All right. Let's see. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my stored modules. Those are all stored here. That is stored here. What are those stored? Oh, okay, yeah, those are all stored here. Okay, great. That's stored here, that's fine. Those are all stored here, that's fine. Super Cruise Assist. I don't need a Super Cruise Assist. Get rid of that. Transfer all my drives from Alcor to here. Okay. All right, so either all of my stuff is either stored here or on the way here. Great. All right. Let's see, I need to carry some serious cargo here.
Well, you got 8,800 and semi cargo. It's all yours.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
There's nothing on my carrier, and it's not even
Yeah,
there
so
anymore.
don't waste your time.
Looking for it, it's not there.
Where's
It's
it
moved.
at?
It's somewhere close by here.
Somewhere. Oh, yeah, because you can't
Couldn't
come
get
in
back
here
in.
because
Take it
it's
in here.
permitted.
All right. So,
Hello.
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 Who we got? Oh, it's Carl.
Oh,
Ooh.
booyah. Or as if you need something hot to drink, bouillon. Anyway,
Cargo rack, fuel scoop. I'm not going to need a fuel scoop. Store. Cargo rack, 6. Equip. Shield generator, I'll keep. Collector limpet. Store. Cargo rack. Equip. Collector limpet. Store. Cargo rack. Equip. FSD booster. Store. Cargo rack. Equip.
What's that other one?
Refinery. Store.
There.
Refinery. Cargo rack. 4. Equip. Prospector limpet. Store. Cargo rack. 3. Equip. Detailed surface scanner. Store. Cargo rack. Equip. There we go. Maximize my cargo. 730 tons. That works. All right.
There's no enemies left.
All right, that's all of that. Oh yes, I want to do
That's a bit better.
manage my carrier. So today, today is the 12th, so it was on the 10th that the carrier upkeep was done. And balance on the carrier. 5, oh, it's somebody been there. It's gone up a little bit. Why, thank you. So 5, 8, 8, 5, 0, 5, 7, 9, 3, 4. Oh, we just gained another week. Nice. Thank you for whoever stopped by and sold me data or whatever else you sold. Thank you very much. Oh, let's see. I want to look at. Where is the tritium storage?
get a net.
I do. Well, that's not good. Save.
And hello, Hans.
Hello,
No,
Hans.
You're not the gnat.
Let's see. Get rid of the porn advertiser.
Yeah, even on Elite Dangerous' own Odyssey website, it doesn't mention this other CG.
Hmm?
It just
The
mentions
Reddit
this one.
post does.
Yeah, but
Carrier
their own one
belt,
doesn't say anything about it.
commodity trading,
I know
carrier
that. I'll have a look, but
services.
I don't know. It's strange. Damn. What was
Why
that?
can't I access?
Bumblebee?
Why can't I access the Tritium Depot from there?
From where? From the main page? Oh, you can't because you're not on your carrier.
Ah, well that explains it. Okay, I was trying to see if
You
it
have to
was
go
full or
in
not.
and you have to go in and look in your cargo. That's the only thing you can see from this distance. The
Right.
Tritium Depot is when you're on the ship.
All right, so I've still got. Still got 2,800 units of tritium. Oh wow, then the carrier will be completely full. Okay. So yeah,
How
28.
much up there does it say? When you're in your carrier thing, when up there at the top, you know, it tells you the maximum 25,000.
At
What's the
25,000 of
number to the left of it?
25,000.
To the left of it.
25,000.
Then you don't have 2,800 left because 25,000 is all you can haul.
Well, no, because I'm on the purchase on the market and commodity trading. I've
You don't
allocated.
understand. If both them numbers are 25,000, your market doesn't work.
Okay. Apply. Let's see what happens.
You got something set to maximum.
No, if I stop buying tritium, if I think it goes down to 87.69 of 25,000.
That's yeah.
Manage market. Buy.
Just in case you ever want to bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. There's your original thing. 25,000 and all you got is 8,769. So you've got 10, 17,000 room. I don't know why it lied to you.
Neither do I. So I got 16,231, and I'll drop the buy price down to about 20K. Well, no, I'll get it up to 40 something.
I don't know why it was lying to you.
I don't know.
That's better.
There we go. I'm buying at 40K for 16,200. There we go. Oh, it says I have 2,869 in storage. Ah,
Okay.
that's what it's saying. But I've allocated.
I was gonna say there's no way. I mean, yeah, there is a way, but it'd be slim pickings. People out there mining,
Yeah.
they're exploring.
Yeah, there's some strange new CG in R, and we don't really know what it's all about. It's weird.
If you're over here, I don't know about in McDonald's or anywhere, but if you click on the community goals, You see Alco, you see Colonia, and then you see a blank upper where you could click on the next CG, but it's just not activated yet. So I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody either jumped the gun, like Kim said, or it's
Wrong
coming.
button. Or somebody's hacked them.
But yeah,
Hacked an
because
hour.
I've never seen a CG last 12 days.
But there is a war going on in the system.
Yes.
And there's 44 on-foot conflicts,
Yes.
not including the ship conflicts as well.
Right.
Right. Okay, so my carrier's set up. Somebody gave me some data. Thank you much. And that's good for now. Let's carry some cargo.
No, it don't sound like me.
Oh, look, there's that sign that says Lady Golden Cube.
Where you at?
I'm looking at the stream.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Your lovely logo is right there in front of me.
Yeah, and Anthony still hasn't said nothing about that yet. Little dog.
Yeah. And he was the one that complained about you not having it.
Yes.
Tritium how much tritium you use depends on how far how much jumping you do. And that's it. Like, you can use as much as you have in a week. And then mine more and use some more. Anyway. Galaxy map.
He isn't using none because he's already parked and he's not jumping anywhere. He's just wanting to fill up his. He's only got 2,000 tons of, a little 2,800 tons of tritium on his carrier. And that's what it, you know. If you wanted to come back here, it'd take bukus. What did I say? 13,000 last night.
Well, Trace uses nothing.
Yeah,
Well, no,
basically.
to get out where he's at from Alco would be 13,000 some odd tons of tritium.
All right, put that guy in my favorites so I can find him more easily. There it is. All right, let's deliver some cargo. Track landing gear.
Landing gear track.
Interesting flying this ship after flying the Space Slug for a couple of days.
Just watch when you're going in to land on the carrier, it sort of drifts around a bit.
Engage.
Preparing for jump.
Be prepared for lots of loops of shames.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially when he's going to McDonald's, because he'll be daisy.
Yeah.
Trying to dodge the big hammers as they come around.
Oh, this is probably not going to be a problem with the way I accelerate. Problem is, after I get done accelerating,
He's too far away from the station again. I had that a couple of times. Request docking as I go past, and then it suddenly says it doesn't dock. Oh, you've lost it. You've lost your docking permission. Whoops.
let's see.
You're
Firing groups, 3 beam lasers. Oh, I didn't remove my mining stuff. Oh, bugger.
Just have to be careful then.
Oops.
No, I got three large. Let's see, what do I got? I got a huge and 2 large beams. I think I'm good.
Yeah, just watch out for the lead type 10 that comes after you. You can outrun it though if you need to.
Yeah.
I made a mistake earlier on. I wasn't paying attention because my son came in and bothered me. And I dropped out of Super Cruise right at the start, just in time for the Type 10 to drop in as well. Say, thank you, I'll take some of your cargo.
Oh, lovely.
I thought, why is my point defense not stopping the limpets? But there were no limpets. It was just because I was getting attacked by the sun. My cargo hatch decided to let some cargo out, so I lost seven units.
Ugh.
Expensive.
Either that, or did
No, he didn't
they were
have the limpets.
no, because they was having problems with the hatch breakers.
Were they?
Yeah.
Because my limpet destroyers point defenses didn't do anything, never fired a single shot.
Well, that's the problem, is they weren't detecting the hatch breaker, so they weren't shooting them. Isn't that a lovely bug?
Oh,
Well, hopefully you got the. Well, it doesn't matter. You're in the cutter. I was gonna say, hopefully you got the bug that shows you don't got no cargo.
no, because I was transferring at that point. I was transferring, I wasn't buying.
No, I'm talking about Trace.
Oh, Trace, yeah.
Jumping back and forth. You'll get the you ain't got no cargo, so therefore the pirates don't want you.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I'm just going to turn on them and start blowing them up.
They won't come after you, that's the thing. Unless it shows up your cargo, they won't bother you at all.
Yeah.
Because they don't see your cargo. So they just ignore you.
Yeah.
Lights on, gun out.
You don't get that bug when you transfer it into your ship, though.
No.
No, it's only when
Like
you're
they
loading on
stop
the
you.
carrier. Disengage.
And buying it.
Leaving hyperspace.
Yeah, when you transfer it from your carrier to your ship, it's cargo hold it, and it shows.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Open hailing frequencies.
Oh, they're green, so that's okay.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Yeah, not no. Red. There's nobody coming out because nobody's died yet.
Deploy landing gear.
Okay.
Landing gear
But
deployed.
Cam did have it point blank even when we were chasing after the Emperor. He said they'll probably have a CG where we have to kill Darkwater Inc.
I thought it would be to rescue the Empress, but it looks
Yeah,
like she's already
rescue her,
rescued.
yeah.
But she's already rescued.
So now we're taking revenge.
Landing successful. Notifying ground crew.
Alright, let's sign up for this goal. Okay, signed up, no units collected. Commodities market. Sell. Alright, 730. Okay. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Whoa.
Here we go round the rosemary bush, the rosemary bush, the rosemary bush. Here we go round the rosemary bush. gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
I so love it when these little tiny ships decide to just go in front of me.
Refill this before going forward.
Oh, he's clean. Engage.
Charging FTL.
All clear. We look forward to your return, Commander.
Fill this up. This one. This one.
Do. Turn around. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. Maintain an appropriate speed during approach.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Boop. That was not appropriate.
What? I didn't do nothing.
No, but I'm surprised you didn't hear me. Good thing I've got good shields.
Docking successful. Secure. Hello, Commander.
Don't mind the scratch paint on your carrier.
Oh my god, I'm glad you do have 20-second delay. I got to witness that actually.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Hey dude, if the target's neutralized, why is the idiot still shooting?
Yeah.
Departure confirmed.
Track landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Your definition of neutralized and mine are two different things. Wow, I can't
Engage.
believe this.
Preparing for war.
Departure complete. We hope to see you again, Commander.
What are you doing waiting out there? Why in here?
Party hot.
Anybody know how Anthony's doing?
He's been on. He was over in BD something or other doing something. I told him that the carrier had so many tons on it. Market was open if he wanted to do some more. He said he'd let me know. And okay, and that was it. But he didn't really come back and tell me how he's doing.
No, hope he's doing well. Get better, Anthony.
Golly.
Speaking of which, I still wonder what happened to A4.
Yeah. There's several of them we've lost contact with. A4 Galactic Police.
Because Yellow's avoiding
many.
us.
Yes. You put me on the roof.
Although
What
that
roof
may
did
be
you
due
put
to
me
his wife. I think she got a little annoyed. I think he's been forbidden to play with us.
on? Oh well.
He was playing too
His
long, was he?
loss.
Far too long. We were all having a
Where
great
are they all?
time, but yeah, I have a feeling she got a little annoyed.
Where's his last 246?
In May, what was it? Mayhem? Mayhem?
Mayhem, yeah.
We called him May for short.
Well, didn't quite do a Lubashane, but
That's him finished.
sound like you're doing on foot combat there, Cam.
Yep. So's Lynn.
Aha.
Yeah.
We're just building up a stock of bounties for if this ever does come properly active.
Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Tomorrow Tango Romeo India. Welcome to Alliance territory. Please approach the station at a safe speed, Commander.
What'd you say? Please run myself into the station at full boost? Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 40.
Oh, and started without any bindings today.
Who did?
So good. Hands. His bindings had got wiped.
Acquired visual contact. Looking good, Commander.
Oops. Snagged my pylon a little bit going through. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Take that. That's for stealing the Emperor. And take that. That's for putting her on ice.
Come now, Lynn. Don't take it out on them. They were just doing as they were paid to do. Somebody paid them to do this. They're mercenaries.
Touchdown. Commence system shutdown.
Just like you are. Technically. Because you're getting paid to kill them.
Okay. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Oh, 730 each time. You're just greedy.
Who?
730 units he's moving each time.
I'm being efficient.
I'm
He's got
inefficient.
8,000 tons to clear out.
Yeah, true. Well, he better get his finger out.
Your track landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Now, if I was being
Go
greedy,
faster.
The access corridor.
if I was being
you take
greedy,
it-
I would leave the shields
Take your shields
behind.
off.
But you know, if
Yeah, but you're flying too far to be greedy.
Yeah. If it was just a short hop, yes, you could risk it.
Yep. And with the
Nasty type.
bug, and as many times as you've crashed into my ship in
Engage.
its station, yeah, I wouldn't
Preparing for
do
jump.
no shields.
You'd have to be more careful.
Fuel station perimeter. Darkon signing off.
I'll be right back, coffee.
then again, careful flying is not what I'm known for.
We know this.
You weren't around when I tried to take this guy canyon hopping out in the black.
Who?
Cam. Disengage.
No.
Exiting hyperspace.
Yeah, it didn't matter what kind of shields you had on, you were going to go.
Go splat.
Yeah, I was running down a deep canyon, full blast with boost, just after they changed the inertial model. Open hailing frequencies.
It was like a June bug on the windshields.
Think of a cutter doing end over enders. It was interesting. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, I prefer those ones up that end of the carrier. Less things to bump into.
Docking accomplished. Ship at dawn. Welcome to Lana.
galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Shift release.
Trade landing
The
gear.
boys is doing this
Landing gear retracted.
spirit trap by my house. Came over and said, "We need your help again." It's like, what'd you do this time? And they said,
Engage.
we're kind of got a problem. And I said, really? I said, yeah.
Departure
What?
complete. Goodbye.
And they have a great big giant traco. It's huge. And he said, I got stuck. And I said, well, it couldn't be that bad.
3, 2,
I said, what side of the bridge are you on? He said, we're on the north side. And I said, oh, it could be that bad. You're over there by where that natural spring is, and that white ground stays wet all the time. Anyways, I said, okay, hang on. So I went, put my work boots on and walked over there. From the road, I looked down there and I said, yeah, I'd say you got a slight problem there. What the hell was you doing? Trying to dig to China? He said, no, it just, I went there and it just started sinking. And I said, and you kept working it and kept working it. And he said, yeah. And I said, and it kept sinking and kept sinking. And he said, yeah. I said,
That's a
is
bit
that
silly.
mud in the cab? He said, yeah. And I
God.
said, and you want me to do what? And he said, well, help me get it out. And I said,
No.
there's no way I can get you that. He said, not even with the crane? I said, not even with 3 cranes that size. First of all, I can't get close enough to you without sinking the crane. I
Oh,
said,
man.
lifting that thing up, I'd have to be right up on you. I said, why didn't you use some wooden mats for shoring? And he says, well, I didn't think it was that wet. And I said, okay. I said, this is what you need to do. Call the office, tell them to send you some wooden mats. Tell them to send another track hoe about this size out here. And he says, oh, they're going to be so mad. And I said, yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
get it
sure
done.
they are.
Uh-huh.
He said, how long do you think it'll take? And I said, how long can you get that shit here? And he said, I don't know. And I said, if you had the stuff here on the ground ready to go, it'd take you probably 2 to 3 days because you're going to have to dig down until you hit solid ground and get those tracks exposed. And then you're going to have to raise your nose of that track hoe up as the other track hoe shoves the timbers underneath it. Get you some solid ground. And he says, you can't help me? And I said,
Nope.
I'm not no miracle worker, and the last time I checked, my name wasn't God. And I said, between those 2 things, that's the only thing you can do. And I said, you could get some quicklime, but the only problem with quicklime is that when it sets up, it's going to set up around the tracks. You got mud in your rollers, and if it freezes,
You'll just seize it right up.
well, no, you're going to throw a track off. As soon as you spin the sprocket, the track's gone.
Oh, fucking Lord, do they have a problem.
Yeah. And they wanted me.
They will,
Fix
yeah.
No.
If they came to you when they first started having a problem, rather than trying to fix it themselves.
I may have been able to.
Yeah.
May. And that's a long
Once you got
may.
Once you get onto that soft ground and start sinking, if you start trying to move, you're just
Yeah.
going to get worse.
Yeah.
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 When you're sinking, stop.
Yeah. Yeah. I said, you got a shovel? He says, I don't know when they get back. And I said, well, you got a shovel? I said, you can start digging. He just looked
Start
at me
digging.
like I was crazy. I said, listen, dude. I said, so we're
Just
on the
call your
same
office.
page here. I said, I don't work for your company. He said, what? I said, I don't work for your company. I did
I've
him a
retired.
favor by unloading the crane for him because I felt sorry for him. I didn't adopt you. I said, I do feel sorry for you. And I said, you think I don't
Disengage.
care, but I
Exiting
noticed, I said, I
hyperspace.
know that you're over here working by yourself, which is voodoo number one wrong. You're out here, there's nobody around, you could get hurt, and nobody would ever freaking know about it till they found your body.
Open hailing frequencies.
So I said,
Requesting
I do
docking
keep an eye. I said, every time I go get coffee, or every time I go get something to eat, or in the front room of the kitchen, I go look out the window to see if I can still see you. Or I listen for your equipment, see if the throttle is making different noises that you're actually working it. So I know that you're okay.
But that's
But I
about
said,
as
I
far
guess
as it goes,
granted.
yeah.
All by himself and
Current approach
track
vector.
vehicle stuff. Bad news.
Deploy
Yeah,
landing
it
gear.
is.
Yeah,
And I
some-
feel
Landing
sorry
gear
for him.
deployed.
But it's like I said, I'm not a miracle worker, and I ain't God, and I don't have nothing on this property big enough to even go down there and even try. I said, you need something as big, if not bigger, than what you got stuck.
Engaging pad restraints.
And then you got to treat it right, not get it stuck.
It's like I tell them, you're going to have another track hoe. You're going to have to take the wooden mats, and I told them to have them to bring them a whole load of wooden mats because they're going to need them anyways. And I said, build you a road out there so you can get the other track hoe out there without getting it stuck. And then you have it dig out in front of you, as wide as those mats are, and as deep as the mud, deeper than the mud is, so you can put that wooden mat there and get those toes of that track hoe on something solid. And then I said, you're going to have to work your way out of it until you get to solid ground. That's the only way you're going to do it. I said, you can't even turn your damn track hoe around because your counterweight, it's got a foot of mud on each side of it. It ain't going to turn.
Oh my God, did he drive that deep?
Well, when it started going down, the ass end is the heaviest part of a track hoe, so it went down a little bit deeper than the front end of it did. And I said, what was you thinking?
I mean, as soon as it started going down, it's time to stop and go find, come up with a plan that's going to work because, oh my God. Anyway.
It wouldn't surprise me tomorrow I don't go out there and all you can see is just part of the cab because where that is, like I
It's going
said,
to
it's a
continue to
spring.
sink.
Right, and it's nothing but build up a set of, I mean, it's like river bottom dirt. I mean, it is just soft. And it probably could sink all the way down to the rock.
God, who knows how far down that is.
I don't know. I'm sitting there. Poor feller. I said, I do feel for you.
There's just nothing you could do. Yeah.
Yeah. I said, man, I said,
You
just
need
because I
Yoda.
built bridges. Yeah, you need the
Open hill-
force.
yeah.
And, you know.
Open hailing frequencies. No, don't do that. Galaxy map.
Here's the
He
galaxy
said, do you
map,
think a
Commander.
D6 would do anything? And I said, yeah, you get it stuck.
I don't even know what a D6 is.
It's a bulldozer.
D6 dozers.
I know that from watching these gold programs in Alaska. That's how I know what a D6 is.
D6?
Yeah.
Hey.
D6 wouldn't even touch it.
What did he get stuck?
A great
In
big
some-
giant track hoe.
Oh, good lord.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Anyway,
And if he buried that thing anywhere near his axles,
He's up to the cab.
oh,
well,
he
here,
is
I'll show you what he did.
scorched.
Engage.
It's in the Steam chat.
Preparing for
Have
war
a look,
talk.
man.
You're clear to plot your
Hey,
own course.
Lord.
We look forward to your return, Commander.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
I said, how in the hell did you get out of there? And he said, I waited. And I said, how did you sink? He said, well, I had mud climb up to my waist. And I said,
He's lucky he didn't get stuck.
Yeah, no kidding.
that's what I told him. I said, are you silly? I said, you're going to have to talk to your company about getting you a walkie-talkie radio or something and give me one so you can check in every hour on the hour so I know that you're still alive and breathing.
Having somebody solo on something like that, that is nuts.
Yep.
Who the bloody hell shooting at me from where?
But anyways,
I don't know what could pull that out. I mean, that's disengage.
nothing's going to pull it out.
Leaving
You're going to have to dig
hyperspace.
it out.
And sure, the more you dig, the more he's going to sink.
No, you dig in front of it. You dig it down. You have a track hose that size, and you dig the dirt in front of him. Those mats are like 4 foot wide
hailing
and can be
frequencies.
25 foot long. So you're going to have to dig that wide around him, and then you're going to have to dig the mud past his tracks so you can shove that mat underneath him.
And then hopefully you can drive out. Ugh. I don't like
Unless
those
he's got a
odds.
stack of logs available somewhere.
Well, yeah, logs work.
Deploy
But they're
landing
hard to. They'll
There,
roll up.
well,
and
yeah,
you
you
can't
can
get
at least
them.
put them in one. You can at least put them in a one at a time. But
I like the mats are flat. They're stable. They don't roll with you.
that's true. But I was thinking along the lines of military. There's a number of things he could do, but everything he's going to do, if he's a singleton, just himself, no way. He's going to need a team out there to get his butt out of trouble.
Well, 2 people can do it if they know what they're doing.
Like I said, a team.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
While I was on active duty, I commanded a recovery platoon for for heavy vehicles and whatnot, up to and including tanks.
Retract
Well, what
landing
that
gear.
is
Landing gear.
basically like an overgrown size tank. It probably weighs more than a tank, or close to it.
It very well could be. The tanks, most tanks, at least in this country's army,
Moving FTL engines
if
and
they're
preparing
over
for
if
jump.
they're over 75 tons, and that's, well, if you're hull deep on an Abrams, it's gonna take at least 2 to 3 people and some fairly heavy equipment to do it. They used to have something like an unditching log back in War II, and they also have something called phosphine, which basically like a a bundle or several of sticks about an inch thick in diameter. And you lay a bed of those down, and you might have a chance.
Only problem what you're talking about, he has no access to.
Exactly.
I could have a lot of brilliant ideas, but he don't have access to them.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have access to a Jedi either.
Now he's gonna need some help, professional help, and a lot of it. And he'll probably end up with an ass chewing at best.
He'll be lucky to have a job.
Well,
yeah,
if he don't
that's
lose
true.
it, he won't.
That's true, but he
If it
may
sinks-
also
if
have
it-
a hell of a bill too, depending on how they decide to handle it.
Well,
It's called wear and tear on the machinery.
oh well, we don't have that shit. Your superintendents are a hell of a lot worse on it than your operators are.
Oh.
Seems like that guy kind of needs a bit more training before he's running solo.
I don't know what happened. I mean, he may have just thought, oh, it's a track hoe. I can pull my. You know, a lot of guys, they can pull themselves out of a situation. With the bucket, you know, you reach up here, lift your toes up, and you can drag yourself out.
Yeah, but he's got nothing to lift to.
No, because every time he does that, he sinks that ass in deeper.
Yeah. How big is that counterweight, do you think, Lynn?
Without studying it, I don't know, because I didn't wade off down in there to it.
Alright, so he's got at least about a 1 ton or probably more.
Oh hell, it's more than that.
So it might even,
Hell, even your baby rubber, you know, your baby
might
ones
be
have
about
that.
5 to 10 tons, or even more than that.
I'd say more. That's a pretty big backhoe when you get it undug from the mud.
Leaving hyperspace.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen anything, any photos of it, so I wouldn't know.
Both look at the Steam chat.
I tried.
Oh, you little bugger.
Steam chat.
Fly safely while in and around the starport.
I am. Well, okay, with Steam chat.
Open
Back
hailing
up.
frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
If you can't see it in Steam Chat, I would suggest you get some glasses.
Well, I'm in the elite chat group, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, well.
and it's right in the chat of that.
On the first page of Steam.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Oops. I didn't see that. Excuse me, why is there a grenade at me? I'm already down.
Landing gear deployed.
Thank you.
Make sure you stay down.
I've got what, 2? Oh, nah, they're nearly finished. I might get back in time.
The only thing I would say to him is, you know, if they tried to fire him, and say, well, that's what you get for not having somebody come out here with me to kind of spot for me.
Yep.
Yeah. It's ridiculous running solo like that. They just should not happen.
It's dangerous.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Hell, he could have run into something where it just sank immediately and went right out of sight and he'd be trapped in the cab. Might not even know
Well,
it until it's too late.
Yeah, I've seen those track hoes. They flip up over the side and they'll flip up on the door or something, and the operator can't get out without having somebody, you know, help, you know, come over and flip it back where they can get out, or you know, you can kick a window out, unless they're made out of the kind of glass that's hard to do it.
Galaxy
it's,
map.
it's not. It's just
Use
not
the
a good
galaxy
guy.
map, Commander.
No, it's.
Where's the last two? Must be down here, are they?
If I wouldn't be surprised if it's against OSHA regulations.
I don't. They usually don't have no. They have some weird ass rules, but I don't remember ever seeing one in there, except maybe for diving that you can't be by yourself, or one that requires, a team of 2 or more.
Track landing gear.
Retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's a big boy, and it's.
Yeah, I took a copy of that. I'm going to send it to a friend of mine who was a maintenance section chief as well as a recovery specialist at the Army Engineer School.
Clear the station perimeter. We look forward to your return, Commander.
I think I know what he's going to say.
Boobar.
3, 2, 1.
That's putting it very mildly.
Well, I can't. I'm on stream. I can't say anything more than that.
I understand that, Tris, and that's exactly why I said I don't want to say very much more than that either. Because there's a number of terms that come to mind. But I'll say that much. I'll say this much: if that gentleman was in the military, burying that excavator is going to be the least of his worries.
Well, if he was in the military, they wouldn't have had him there all by his onesie.
Well, if he was all by his onesies,
That's what's.
first of all, they'd have had he'd have been chewed by multiple individuals.
Yeah.
From his squad leader on up.
Yeah. Disengage.
Exiting
And
hyperspace.
that's the beginning of it. There's something called a report of survey once they pull that thing out of there, because if they decide to use that report of survey, what that is that they can bill him for a portion of the damages that he caused the vehicle from his negligence.
Requesting docking permission.
Depends on how chicken squat they want to be.
Well, from what I've seen, where running on a job like that solo, first of all, the company's at fault. He should not have been solo on a job like that. No way. Deploy landing gear.
Your foreman, your supervisor, and your buddies, if you have any, should all be standing on the carpet on that one.
Deployed.
Yeah.
That is just. Ooh.
Yeah, I took one look at that picture, and I'm just like, there's no. No.
Yeah, I had to back out. I had to back out into Steam chat, like you said. I tried doing it from the Elite chat group, and it wasn't doing anything. Ooh.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Ship release confirmed. Ship departure confirmed.
Track landing gear.
But
Landing
I've had to actually help out the Army Corps of Engineers, so I mean things do happen.
Yes, they do.
Charging FTL.
And they probably said, while you're there waiting for our rest of the equipment coming, clean that out where we can get off down in there. And it's a simple job, except the problem is nobody realizes it. Unless you live around here, you don't know there's an underground spring there.
Yeah. I was thinking something like along the terms of Alaska. There's certain areas out there. You think it's a beach, but it's not, and it's actually like ground granite in there. If you happen to sink in there, and I'm not talking a vehicle, I'm talking you. It might, you're not getting out of there. And there's a very good chance you won't get out of it. And here's where the kicker is: that's a high tide where it's at. So if you get stuck in there, if you don't break loose by some means, you're gonna die. And they warned me about that.
But anyways, that was the funds I had today.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then when I saw where it was, I just said, well, no, at least it's not there. There's a few places up in Alaska there that, like, whoa.
But I have, gone and twisted on a crane to get it somewhere and sunk it almost as bad. But when I seen I was going down, I stopped, and then the track hoe, he went and grabbed one of them mats. While he was doing that, I swung the crane around and hooked onto a big old oak tree and boomed up and pulled the crane, raised the toes of the crane, well, it'd be the ass end by then, raised the ass end up, let the track hoe slide me a wooden mat underneath it, and then I set it back down and continued on. But he don't even have a tree he could hook onto. The trees there, if he'd hook onto them, they just come right out of the ground. It's like Charlie Brown.
And there's a stream running under that area?
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a large spring.
You'd have to kind of shovel everything out of the way and then sort of pull him out.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's like watching a baby. That's one step at a time.
Yeah. I remember when.
But anywho, you got my carrier unloaded yet?
Spooling FTL engine.
Disengage.
Preparing for jump. Exiting hyperspace.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think there's around 5,000 tons left.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Oh, it only got 730 tons to run, so...
Oh, I know.
Open hailing frequencies.
5,000 tons left.
You got 5,161.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing successful. Engaging patch streams.
galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Yeah, slightly over 7 trips.
Well, I think I have
You
5.
maybe get 3 or 4 in.
Yeah. And I only want to do this one more night, so.
Well, I'll just keep it there for you. And if Anthony don't strip it, you got it.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Kenny.
Hi, kidding.
Restraints disengaged. Allow for
Hi,
oncoming
Kenny.
traffic in the access corridor.
There, Kenny.
I don't think there's a sump pump that can out pump a spring that's ever been made. They're gonna need like an industrial pump if they're gonna try and out pump a spring.
It would take a pump, and then it'd take a
Track
huge
line.
fan, because then you'd have to
Landing
dry the
gear
mud
track.
out, and yeah,
Yeah, it's a mess.
it ain't good. Only way to do it is wooden mats and another track hoe and start digging.
Engage.
I'm working my way back to
Charging
you,
FTL.
babe.
I took one look at that. I'm like, oh lord. I wouldn't be surprised
mean-
if by morning the cab's underwater or underground.
I'll go look, but you know, it's like when I walked over there and looked at it, I had my hands in my pocket. I took my hands out of my pocket, crossed them across my chest, tilted my head down, and I'm sitting there, and I know it's really serious. I mean, you know, it's serious. And it's everything I could do to just keep from busting out laughing and going, because I started to say, as the ending to say, you fucking stop.
Yeah, you fizzled up, boy. Big time. Oh, well, get myself ready again.
But then you know, then I had this horrible feeling and this horrible mindset about, if they can't get that right and done,
It's going to be stuck there forever.
well, not only that, but they're building this bridge, you know,
Disengage.
Is it going to
Disengage.
stand up? Is it not going to
that's
fall
what.
down? Am I going to risk driving over it?
Yeah, I come back to the house and I told my husband, I said, we may want to take the detour around on the dirt road and go around that bridge after it's completed. And he said, why? And I said, well, they're not starting off too good.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander.
They're having
See-
Charlie Brown luck.
Yeah, you'd think the survey of the area would have figured out that there was a.
Yeah, it all depends whether they told the team that were there.
You
Might
can
not have
only
told
go
them.
so far and stay on right of way. Anything off of right of way,
Deploy
you
landing
don't
gear.
go to.
Commander,
Landing gear
your
deployed.
landing gear is retracted.
That's one thing about it. Right of way rules the roast. You don't get off of it.
Docking complete.
And another thing he's got bad going on for him is that Traco, it has street tracks on it, not cleats. So what that means is the tracks are smooth, so they can run on asphalt without breaking up the asphalt. So it's smooth. It's kind of like walking on a slick floor with smooth soles. You slip and
Mhm.
slide. There's no cleats. He can't get no traction. It's like, oh man, you.
It's like a deer trying to run on pavement.
Yeah, or no, on pavement on a glass wax floor or
Oh,
something.
the
Yes.
the hooves of deer have no purchase on pavement. This is from experience. I had
I've seen
a.
deer run down the highway.
Oh, I saw. Well, so long as they're going straight, they don't do too bad. But I had one step out in front of me. Suddenly realized that I was there, both his right hooves went left, his left hooves went right, and he whacked his chin into the ground. Whop!
And you're like, oh damn, did it hurt?
He took him a little while, and then he tries to get up, right? So not only
Sure.
is he whacked himself, but his hooves are not getting any purchase on the pavement. And so he's doing this whole scrabble, 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 scrabble. It took him about a minute and a half to get far enough upright that he could actually stand. Because his hooves were just slipping on the pavement. It's just like, you know, trying to walk with, you know, I don't know, bare rubber soles on
Yeah.
moss slick rocks. It's just like, no, he's just not doing that. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map.
He probably wouldn't have had any problems with a gravel road or anything like that, but
Yeah,
once
but
you're on
pavement, it's just it was, you know, like it was
blacktop
worse
too,
than ice.
more than likely.
Yeah, it was blacktop.
Yeah.
The track landing gear.
But especially
Landing
if it's
gear
on
track.
blacktop.
You say deer, and it reminds me, I was over there at Manford, Oklahoma, and there was this bridge. It's probably 700. It was no, I take that back. It's not a bridge. It was a dam. I was crossing,
Preparing for time.
and we had a bridge over there we were doing, and it was 4 a.m. in the morning, and I was going to work, and I just got on the dam, and about the time I got on the dam, a deer came off from the left of me onto the dam too, kind of scooted to a almost stop, and then went running down the middle of the bridge with me, and he kept crowding me over to the curb wall, the barrier wall of the dam, and I was like, boy, you need to move over the other way. I'm running out of room over here. And so I had to keep easing towards him to keep from hitting the wall. And when I got to work and waited for it got a little light, I got to looking, and I had a whole bunch of deer hair in my bumper and in my door well where we were rubbing up against each other because I slowed down. And we were rubbing up against each other, and he just wouldn't get away from me. He just kept coming into me, and it's like, you idiot.
Maybe you just needed a bit of scratch.
I guess.
Using your car as a scratching post. See?
Yeah. But
Rather
the
use a
bumper
tree.
and the headlight had deer hair, and the back by the door was deer hair. My boss says, well, did you run over a deer? And I said, don't the deer run over me. And I said, and I told him he got to laugh.
I remember I was in mid-Michigan, and I was going down I-69, and a deer came bounding across the highway, right in front of the car, in front of me, and the car in front, and he ended up, the car hit him. They couldn't have avoided him if they wanted to. And he ended up going flying into the woods alongside the road.
All around me.
Well, it got to the point where we're looking at the deer, and one of the somebody came by and said, "Well, I want to go down there and kill that deer." I don't think you'd better. Anyway, it had to wait for a law enforcement officer before he went down there and put him out of his misery.
Yeah, because if he did it beforehand without police authority, he would have gotten in trouble.
Yeah, you sure would. You sure would. Although, after that, he if anybody wanted the carcass, he was willing to sign a release statement for him.
A lot of times that state just gives it to the people who hit it because, well, that much meat might cover part of your repair.
Yeah, it might, but the other thing is too, is that their only other alternative is to they got two alternatives if they can get the meat to a local establishment that can skin it out and prepare it, then they can donate it to like a charity of some sort. But there's many charities that won't accept venison.
Why? That's good meat.
It's if it ain't beef, pork, or chicken, or turkey, they don't want it. I don't understand their reasoning behind it, but I've run into that more than once. My gun club used to work with Sportsmen Against Hunger for quite some time, and we were continually running into something like that, especially if they were like in the inner city or something like that.
Right.
If it was outside city limits or something like that, they usually had no problem. But
Inside city limits, yeah.
yeah,
Crazy city slickers don't know good eatings when you see it.
well, that's true too. They don't. But then again, too, with the deer,
Disengage.
it kind
Running out of
of you're
FTL.
kind of at the mercy of what it's been eating too.
They probably eat better than you do.
9 times out of 10, Lynn, you'd be right.
There's farmland around there where you live. I
Open
know
here.
I'm right.
Open hailing frequencies.
Well,
Requesting docking permission.
I'll give you an example. Gun club where I'm at used to be out in what used to be farm country. Now it's and even 20 years ago, it was landfill for miles around.
But now it's a development.
Yeah. And we used to have the deer. We still do.
Deploy
There's
landing
a
gear.
patch of woods behind us
Landing gear
that's
deployed.
protected. And sometimes you'll find the deer up on top of the
Landing gear deployed.
berms on our shooting ranges. And we got shut down the
I
shooting
call
range.
that free target practice.
Ships on the deck. Clear to offload.
Not around here, not around this area, you don't.
I don't know what happened, officer. It dumped down on the range right in front of the target.
Maximum capacity.
Yeah, well, he don't usually get down that low. He usually stays up on top of the berm.
Here in Oklahoma, if you hit a deer, you report it first, and when the officer comes out there, usually they'll call a game ranger out there, and about the first question out of their mouth is, well, do you want it? Because the simple fact is it did damage to your car, so you're entitled to it.
Yeah.
Up in
Well,
here.
that's usually what happens around here, but in Michigan, being that there's not that many game law enforcement, game
Use
wardens
the
/
galaxy map, Commander.
natural resources law enforcement officers, if there's a local law enforcement out there, they can handle it right there. They do have the authority. They have to report the incident to as a matter of for record keeping, but other than that, no.
Sequence complete.
Track
Regulate
landing
your
gear.
speed inside the docking bay.
Landing gear retracted.
But you might have one or two law enforcement DNR law enforcement officers for a 3 county or 4 county area. That's it.
That's like a farmer if he's got a field of wheat out there, and he's got 4 or 5 deer out there in it, eating it. He can call the game warden out and take a picture of him, send it to him,
Preparing to fill space.
and yeah, has a right to shoot him and get him off his property.
Well, generally they do too. They've got that here in Michigan too, where you can draw a permit for that purpose. Especially if you're like on prime eating crops and stuff like that. Yeah, you can do that.
Another thing that was funny about that dude is when I told him to call the office and tell him to send that stuff, he said, but it's Saturday. And I said, yeah. And I said, tomorrow's Sunday. And it's Super Bowl day. And tomorrow, Monday, is Valentine's Day. So I guess you're shit out of luck till Tuesday.
Yeah, well, Valentine's Day isn't going to stop me from going to the doctor.
Disengage.
I got an
Rolling out an
ophthalmologist
FTL.
appointment on Monday.
Well, I was just trying to tell him that, yeah, so what, it's Saturday.
No, that's no excuse.
Open hailing frequencies.
I wanted to say, well, if it's Saturday, why did you work? If you hadn't have worked, the thing wouldn't have been stuck.
Wouldn't have been stuck till Monday, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't tell him, yeah, gee whiz. You got how many hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment in there? Not to mention millions.
I figured he'd say, I don't know what happened when I came to work. It was like that.
Yeah.
Sure. They're not gonna believe that. Oops. Press that.
Surprised at how many people take equipment for tour rides.
Wasn't where I left it. Don't know what it's doing out there.
You know how to hotwire a car, you can hotwire one of them.
Well,
And
that's
if you
certainly
ever run a piece of cat equipment, you got a master key, it'll turn it on.
true.
And I'm sitting here going, I hope you don't use that excuse because I'm about the only one locally that I know has a master cat key. God dang.
So it was you that did it. You put it in the mud.
No, I didn't.
Not this time.
Retract landing here.
Landing gear retracted.
Kenny says you are what you eat. Most people are cheap, fast, and easy.
That'll be me, cheap, fast, and easy.
Oh,
That's why I'm so
Preparing for
fat.
jump.
I was heading that way, and my wife changed my diet on me. Much for the better.
You're loitering at Lynn's carrier again.
Loitering,
Or
nothing.
were.
Long gone.
I'm watching the stream.
Ah,
I don't get them on my carrier. They don't tell me you're loitering. I do on other people's carriers, but not my own.
Oh, did it give me a loitering on the way out? I didn't really notice.
Yeah, it didn't give you a fine, just told you off for loitering.
That's because your carrier already knows it doesn't matter. You're not going to listen to him anyways. It's a waste of your
True.
breath. It's a waste of your time. Just go get your ice cream and let the old man fly.
Yep.
Ice cream.
I would go and get some, but a bit close to where I'm going now. I have to go shopping later.
Shopping?
Yeah, shopping. Go buy food.
He shops more than any woman I ever seen.
My wife
Well-
hates shopping.
So does my wife, but she does it anyway.
Or if I didn't do it, we wouldn't get any food. Because when she comes home, she just falls asleep.
Oops.
She'll wake up, cook something for the kids, and fall asleep again.
Yeah.
It's a
In my neck of the woods, the wife says we're going shopping.
Yeah.
She doesn't drive, so guess who drives?
My wife drives. She took a driving test in Singapore and failed. Took it in Malaysia and passed.
Okay.
And she's not any better. So slightly easier to pass your test here. They don't use the mirrors, don't use indicators, so they're okay. Don't know how to go around roundabouts.
Only way to go around the roundabout is right through it.
Yeah. Or the other one, what's a red light? Is it advisable? If it's clear, go. If it's not clear, you can still go. Especially if you're on a motorbike. And then, of course, if the car hits you, it's their fault. It's not my fault for going through the red light. It's the car's fault for going through the green light.
Oh.
They're very good at blaming the car drivers for their own stupidity here.
Okay.
There's an awful lot of motorbikes. And people drive the cars like they drive the motorbikes. Try and squeeze
Did
into a gap
James
that's
ever
not actually
say
there.
where he was?
Did who say where they were?
James.
No.
Mr. Biggles. I wondered if he jumped out there to Colonia.
Back here.
Might be possible.
Have you noticed every
There's a
hour
huge-
going by that percentage of
Exiting
having it done
hyperspace.
in 4 days and something that keeps going down? It was at 8 when I came on. Now it's down to 6%.
Because people aren't doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Or there's a lot less people. Because, like, they got past tier 2, there's no way they're going to reach tier 3, so they just stopped.
No, tier 3 is just to allow people to, farm it for the rest of the week who want to. Open hailing
Tier 3's
frequencies.
for the
Requesting docking permission.
People want to be in the top 10.
beacon.
Clear to land on pad 2-4.
The top 10 commanders gets to have a tourist beacon named after them in remembrance of their contributions. It's like, yeah, go ahead, guys. See you on the other side. Now, I'm still
That's what-
looking in my ship, and I can still see where it has that
Before
one
landing
there.
here.
Landing gear deployed.
It's just not lit up.
Depends on what floats their boat.
Landing gear deployed.
It's just not lit up. But it look no, it's gonna no, they ain't gonna. It don't even look like Colonia's gonna do
Notifying ground crew.
any better.
Doesn't look like James has played the game for 2 days.
Oh yeah, yesterday he went somewhere.
Yeah.
Where did he say he went?
Maximum capacity.
Oh, he had had a belated birthday party.
Another one.
Aha.
Another birthday party. Oh, it's his birthday party or Somebody else's birthday.
Oh, it was mine the other day.
Oh, 21 again.
Yeah,
In a bit.
21. 21 again, yep.
I've been there
Times
3
10.
times.
Times 10, that'd be 210. I don't think I'm that far along.
Eh, what you say?
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
If he lived to be 210, there'd be some scientists trying to dig in on him.
Yeah, that's true. They
Why
probably
do
would.
you live so long? Tell
Let's-
us your secret.
Let's pull
we
you
wanna
apart
ta-
and see what makes you tick. Ah! No!
Yeah, they would try to do that too.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, my birthday.
Happy birthday, dear James.
Where am I? I was thinking about going out there
Trap
with
landing gear.
the carrier.
Observe speed
Yeah, my
Landing
birthday.
gear trap.
It was his own birthday.
Well,
Why
my
you
wife
keep singing happy
decided that
birthday
tonight
just
we
'cause I
were going
want
to go out for a Valentine's Day dinner a couple of days early because our favorite restaurant is closed on Mondays.
Ah,
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
You're clear to plot your own course. Have a safe
Wow.
journey, Commander.
Either you're doing really good or
Preparing to
somebody's
find
helping you.
space.
I have a feeling somebody's helping me.
Because there's only 3,701 tons left.
he's shifted 5,000 himself.
Okay, then it's him.
No, then it's just me. Well, the difference between this ship and the other one is once I get out into local space, it doesn't take me 5 minutes to get to the station.
Yeah, you young pup, you. Yeah.
I got a ship that'll actually go somewhere.
Just a baby. Just a baby.
Still wet behind the ears.
Hey,
just
somebody
watch
around
out
here
for
is
that
younger
tree.
than me.
It's 54. Oh, 52, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm adding 2 years to his life then.
Whippersnapper.
Yeah, just like me, I'm a whippersnapper compared to you, I think, as well. I'm only 64.
Yeah, you're about 5 years behind me.
Then I could actually say you're actually an old fart.
Yep, he's an old fart.
Yes, ma'am.
Disengage.
Card carrying
Hyperspace.
member of the IOOB, International Order of Old Bastards.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. I've heard of the Triple S Club, which is the sexy senior citizens, but you know.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
You never know what's going to come out of this gear message.
Oh yeah, well, that was one that actually I've got somewhere about 20 years ago. I got that card just out of grin.
Boy, I tell you what, I had to stop and read. I had to read
I think you
that
want to
3
watch the
times.
stream for a second, Lynn.
I had a gentleman in my
Deploy landing
activity
gear.
group who was 97.
Landing gear deployed.
I had to read it 3 times to figure out what. I don't need to know your preferences.
Landing gear deployed.
Go bonk bonk.
Oh my god! Oh. Well,
Ouch.
there's. I'm gonna be having to my
Repaint your
carrier
bleeding ship again.
maintenance this next week is gonna be high due to all this paint replacing I have to do. I think I'm gonna move all your shit over there to Cam's carrier.
No, no, no. Move it to Chris's. Move it all to Chris's. not getting to scratch my paintwork. all
Hell,
the time.
Chris probably can't even remember where his carrier is.
Where am I going?
He's still
Going-
up there at the tritium hotspot.
I go down here, I think.
Did
Oh,
you
it
just
doesn't
do
work?
that just because you wanted to, or are
No,
you
I,
having problems flying that
I was
thing?
having problems flying it. It wasn't decelerating. Galaxy map.
Wow.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
I don't know what it was doing, but it just was not obeying the controls.
Kenny says, nice parking.
Yep.
How many are coming down from there?
I had
that's
literally
green.
turned
It's okay.
around and gone full speed opposite
That's
the carrier,
green.
and it wasn't even slowing down. Track landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
And he's got a ship that should fly like an ace.
Yeah, and it's just sometimes it just doesn't
So it must be
engage.
pilot error.
Preparing for jump.
That's entirely possible.
Goodbye, Commander. Bon voyage.
Let's capture this one while I'm going past.
What are you patching?
4, 3, 2, 1.
You need to elaborate. My mind's, is he passing gas or what is he passing?
Must be gas, because he's not talking about it.
No, I was passing one of these. Oh, get out of my way. I want to shoot at somebody. Get out of my way. And I missed anyway. Didn't miss that time though. There's that other one.
Lord have mercy on this group.
Why would he want to do a thing like that?
Because we need all the help we can get. One of these days we're going to have to all get together and go into a ship combat zone and just see how entertaining that will be.
Oh, yep.
I mean, Trace and I know how each other fights, but we've really never seen Cam in a battleship fighting.
Nope. I'm rubbish. Even though I'm elite, I'm still rubbish.
Oh,
We
boy.
won't tell him that you just went to the Guardian sites and just shot Sentinels.
No, no, no.
I think I need a
Bloody
cough drop.
grenades. Take that, you bugger. There's a ship coming somewhere.
Watch out for them ships. When they blow up, they kind of rattle you around there if they're close enough.
Rattle your
There we are.
chimes.
I had one that blew up and it like kind of shifted me sideways about 4 or 5 inches. It's like, wow. $97.
Oh, there's one over there. What are you
I
running
don't
away
even
for?
know
There's
if
one
I
there.
even want to live that long or not.
Oh, my mom made it till just shy of 94.
I had an aunt that made it to 103. And my uncle made it to 96.
Most of my grandmothers made it to into their late 90s. My parents all died in their 60s. My uncle died in his 60s.
Well, 97 would mean I'd have to live another 33 years.
Where are you?
And I don't know if I want to stay that long. I mean, the first 64 was pretty fun, but come on, man.
Petermeyer Tango Romeo India. Stockholm welcomes you to Alliance territory.
Yeah.
Safely while in and around the starport.
It's a bummer.
Open hailing frequencies.
But if he had you
Requesting
coming by
docking
and visiting, I'm sure you were a hoot, and you probably kept him on his toes. So.
I just hope I go like my great aunt. Going along fine. And then heart attack, stroke, heart attack, stroke, heart attack, and that's it.
It'd be like one of my uncles. For a long while, he was in the hospital, in and out of the hospital like there's no tomorrow. And we thought, hey, he's not gonna make it past 62.
Boy, landing gear.
Well, he was about 80 or so when he died, and by that time he had my brothers had a trailer court about 2 miles from his house. He walked down to the trailer court, sat with them for a while, walked back.
Commence system shutdown.
Got in the house, and he says, told my aunt, well, I'm gonna lay down for a little bit. And
That was it. Yeah.
that was it. And he sat down in his easy chair, and he gone.
Oh, okay. I was dumb.
Yeah.
My aunt said she wasn't really surprised, but it
Galaxy map.
didn't do a heck of a didn't
Here's
do
the
her a
galaxy
whole
map,
heck of a lot of
Commander.
good either. But she outlived him for about another 15 or 16 years.
My dad walked in the house, sat in his recliner. Mom asked him if he wanted some tea, and he said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay, I'll get it." And she walked in there, and he said, "It's getting dark in here, ain't it?" She said, "No, I don't think so." Poured him a glass of tea, walked in there to give it to him, and he was gone. So if I go, that's the way I want to.
Yeah, that's nice.
Detach sequence complete.
Yep.
Regulate your
Track
speed
landing gear.
inside the docking bay.
Landing gear retracted.
Either that or go to bed, go to sleep. Just don't wake up.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Probably won't though. Probably, it'd have to be something, outlandish, over the top, asteroid coming, and I'm sitting there watching and thinking, oh damn, this is gonna hurt.
Engage.
Preparing to find space.
Flight path is clear. Darkon out.
But if Hans's key bindings all disappeared, that means that Elite must have done something. What did they do?
Blazes of glory tend to hurt real bad. No, thank you. And welcome to the stream, Zach.
How many loads have you got off of my ship? Because I still show there's 3,701 tons. Hello, Zach.
I don't know, a lot.
Well, I looked at it and it still shows I got 3,701 tons.
Yeah,
Are you sure you're carrying anything?
this last time I wasn't. But every other time I had been.
Last time. Did you go all the way over there with nothing?
Yep.
I think you did it again.
No, just once. Every
No,
other
I
time.
think you did it again.
No, every other
'Cause
time
it's show-
I went over there, it said, cargo full when I got there.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. I thought you were on your way back to McDonald's, and I was going to say, it still shows I got 3,700. So you'll have, if nobody bothers, you'll have
Exiting
possibly
hyperspace.
I don't know, 3 runs tomorrow? No,
3 or 4
2
runs.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, Commander. This carrier is currently accepting docking requests.
Open hailing
We
frequencies.
got so excited about our storytelling, you forgot to load out. Oh, I know what it was. You got so excited about crashing and rolling across the deck of my damn carrier.
Yeah.
Forgot to load up.
Yeah, he did a loop
you
of
re-
shame to expiate himself.
Did that thing just pop in there, just show up out of a sudden?
I don't think so.
Have you haven't watched it yet, have you? Elite's got it to where if you go, like if you jump your carrier and then you go to where your
Deploy landing
carrier is
gear.
going to come in,
Yep.
Landing gear deployed.
you know, used to it's like you see the black and then maybe you got to see the carrier come in and maybe you didn't.
Landing gear deployed.
Now you get to see it and it comes in there and you can take some pretty good pictures of it busting through there.
Nice. Maybe
Pretty
someday I'll
neat.
see it.
Well, one of
Or
these
see
days
some
when we're
pictures.
jumping. Yep.
I'll have to get out ahead of you, yeah, and watch your carrier come in.
Yep. It's pretty neat. It's a whole different ball games. You know how we tried to catch yours, and it's like you see the black cloud, and then it was so, I don't know, grainy or whatever, and then it was just there.
Yep.
Well, now you
Landing
can
gear
see it
retracted.
like in slow motion coming out, and it just starts materializing, and it keeps materializing until it's completely there, and it's like, isn't
What
that
did you
cool?
do, Anubis? Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
He
Show
retracted
your
my
landing
landing
gear.
gear. He retracted
Your
my
landing
landing
gear.
gear as I was landing.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking accomplished. Yes,
Oh,
Anyway.
lost me too.
welcome to this carrier.
Lost me too, and just 2 left.
Well, finally he did, didn't he?
Yeah.
What did you lose, Cam?
I just died with 3 people left. So they'll be gone before I get there.
Maybe, maybe not.
They will be.
Okay.
All
Whatever
right.
you say.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I gotta go over here. Alrighty. So I've delivered 5,110 units, which puts me in the top 50. And there's still 3,701 here.
And you're gonna load up, right?
I can load up. Load up would be good.
And that way, at least you got one running coming.
Yep.
I think Anthony feels so bad. He just doesn't want to fight the pirates or anybody.
It could be. Alrighty, so I am out of time for this evening. So it's time for me to call it into this for the night. Oh my God, I still got that picture up of the whole. Oh jeez. Anyway, so I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride. It was great having everyone along. We had a nice crew of people tonight. Thank you very much. James, thank you for joining us in the stream chat. Welcome back again. Hans Wichman, thank you for joining us. Kenny Murray, thank you for joining us. And Zach Bro, welcome to the stream and thank you very much for joining us. Good to hear from you. Cam, Lynn, and Carl, thank you for joining me in the voice chat. It was great having you guys along as always. So we will continue with one more night of this tomorrow night, and then we'll figure out something else to do. So we'll pick it up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trace Majestus signing out.
Hi, Chris.